continue our work in the Ukraine Crisis Media Center, and our topic is rehabilitation of ATO participants with hearing disorders. And our speakers are Volodymyr Shevchenko, candidate of Pedagogic Sciences of National Academy of Educational Sciences of Ukraine, Viktor Pysanko, PhD in Medicine, Chief Research Fellow at ENT Pathology Department, Kolomyichenko, also ENT specialist, and soon Borys Myroniuk, research fellow at ENT Pathology Department, will join us. Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Our event is dedicated to the International Day of Hearing, which was celebrated yesterday. You know that hearing is one of the sensory function of a human being and of a man, and it has serious impact on life standards. So our soldiers who take part in ATO hostilities, they suffer not only psychological and physical injuries, but also they suffer hearing disorders which impact their life standards at home, at work. Communication functions are lost, and it is possible to reverse hearing loss, to restore hearing. Good afternoon. Before starting talking how to rehabilitate, I will tell you a few words how the hearing system works. It consists of two principal parts. The first is conduction of sound. It's mechanical vibrations of ear which we listen. They conduct this vibration to nerves of this, so receptors receive these vibrations and transform them, and after that they are conducted to the brains, and then we hear something. Therefore, both parts of hearing analyzer may be impaired if a soldier suffered a trauma during combat actions. So surgical operations can be used, and also nerve structure can also be rehabilitated, and that it is very critical to start rehabilitation fast during first several days. So surgical operations can be of help to replace some parts which were injured, some parts of tissue, and also sometimes we have wounds of hearing apparatuses. At the same time, trauma of neurostructures may be rehabilitated only through surgical replacement. As concern replacement by surgical operation, it is possible, and as concern other kinds of rehabilitation, when a person have bad sight, poor sight, the person may use glasses. And what concern the hearing loss, we can say that unfortunately hearing aids of traditional type, they can't be used in such traumas which are results of contusion. In this case, which we now address today, we need aids of bone conduction. They are efficient and simple in surgical practices. They are implanted.
Information on the number of these servicemen. This information is in the hands of the Ministry of Defense and the hospitals that treat such patients. There are a lot of such people with such trauma that of hearing, the trauma to the ear. And what is the number of those people who need this hearing aids? I don't know what is the number of these people. Do you have other questions? Please introduce yourself first. Elena Luskun, channel. And as to the hearing aids, who should buy this? Is it the state or just people, the servicemen themselves? And what is the cost of this hearing aid? Hearing aids, they cost thousands of hryvnias, and we all live by law, and the disabled people, if people lost their hearing, they can get the status of the disabled. And for example, and Borys Nikolaevich came here, and the hearing aids are provided for free for the disabled. And the hearing aids that should have been allocated, there were no money for this, and they bought in 10 oblasts hearing aids not only for ATO servicemen, but for other people also, for municipal funds, and buying of this equipment, and there was less need in this. And about the legislation that regulate this issue, and for the ATO servicemen, they don't buy this equipment, and then we have a problem in the sphere of buying this equipment, these hearing aids. And we have our colleague here, and Borys is going to tell us about Thank you for this opportunity. I didn't hear the previous speaker. We have common problem is the issue of contusion of ATO servicemen that led to the hearing loss. And we believe that this is an acute problem that should be considered. We have patients with noise in their ears, and we need to restore this hearing and to provide quality of life to these servicemen. And we should solve this problem with the help of surgery and also with the help of hearing aids and some bone surgery and some implants. We end our press conference. We wish you the best. Until the next time, goodbye. Thank you for your attention. Dear colleagues, our next press briefing is in 11:30.